So, I actually got something this week. What's up, you guys? If you don't know, my name is Joel on the track. I'm a music producer, audio engineer, and I have a digital production company where I work with musicians and music industry professionals to help them tell their stories online in whatever way they feel the most comfortable. Now, if you haven't been following this series, let me break it down for you. I love Facebook Marketplace. I've got a ton of gear off of Facebook Marketplace. I wanted to put together a series completely reworking my music and video editing space. For the catch, I could only use Facebook Marketplace, and I could only use the amount of money that I made that week for that specific thing. For example, if I make money with music, I can use it on music. If I make money with photo, I can buy photo gear. If I make money with video, I can buy video gear. With that explained, last Monday was my first Monday updating on how it went. I didn't get anything. I didn't book anything. Last week was super busy, crazy busy. On Monday, we got on a plane at 5 a.m. to fly to the Bay, to then drive to Vallejo to interview LaRussell on no sleep, to then get back, have enough time to sleep, wake up, and then fly over to Atlanta. By the time we got there, it was already nighttime, where we had to then go to sleep so that Jane can then interview Tricky Stewart, which we did on live. Then we did our live review right after, which we ended hours later, and then I had to fly back the next day to then go to Peppermint Club to film the Spotlight series with Greenhouse. And through all of that, I thought, not again. I'm about to have another week where I'm not making money with music, making money with photo, making money with video. But that is when I had a friend book a recording session with me. So I ended up having just enough money to finally be able to grab something off Facebook Marketplace to show you guys. And this is my first find. The Native Instruments A49 key semi-weighted keyboard. And it's crazy too, because I actually produce most of my music without a MIDI. So having a MIDI for the first time in a long time, it's actually pretty exciting, I'm not gonna lie. It's got a lot of interesting options on there. It's got multiple knobs up top. It also comes with an accompanying software, which is what I want to get into with you guys. So one of the biggest complaints with people about buying stuff off of Facebook is two things. One, you're afraid it's gonna be broken, which I understand. That's why you show up and you test it to see if it works. The next thing is, well, what happens when you buy something off of Facebook Marketplace? It's already registered, you can't get the stuff that you need for it. Now, this is the crazy part. Some people never registered their stuff. This was an example of that happening. On Amazon right now, they go for $220 new. It's about $240 after tax. I got this one for $100. That is literally less than 50% off. And it was brand new. Like he said, he only used it one time, wasn't registered, nothing. What I've come to learn is a lot of people buy things that they think they want to get into. Sometimes they didn't really get the chance to get into it as much as they thought. Didn't know it comes with free gear. So that's one of the first things that I asked when I actually went to go pick up the item. I said, hey, is it registered? Are you gonna have to transfer the ownership over? Blah, 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 blah. The guy ended up saying, I don't think I ever registered it, which was crazy to me because typically when you buy a new piece of gear, you want to download it so that you have the control software and everything else that you need. What I'm coming to find out, it's not very often that they do that. They buy it, they'll keep it, they'll hold on to it, they don't really get into it, and they end up selling it. This is not the first item I found off of Facebook Marketplace that I saved not only $100, I was also able to register it to me as a first-time buyer. It then also came with Complete Selects, which is $100 on its own. Plus it came with a $25 voucher for the Native Instruments site. So the original price for the item is $220 brand new off of Amazon. I then got a $100 free Complete Selects voucher. I then got an additional $25. So after tax plus all of the free stuff that I got with it, it's about a $375, $400 value. I spent $100. $100. Had no problems registering it, no issues. And these are the things that people complain about on Facebook. That's not to say that it can't happen, but it is to say sometimes you gotta just take a chance, communicate, ask questions. Don't meet up with somebody if you're getting a weird vibe from them. They say they've registered it. Maybe you don't go pick up that one. This one was open box, brand new. And again, I got it less than half off, let alone the free stuff that came with the registration. So week one was a little bit of a failure. Didn't really book anything, couldn't really buy anything. This week, I'll count this as a win. I haven't had a MIDI in a while. I do eventually want the Ableton Push, but I'm not mad at this guy. Honestly, it's a pretty good MIDI keyboard, I'm not gonna lie. It's a $220 MIDI keyboard, so it's not a piece of junk. It works really well, the response is really well, there's no issues. It comes with a bunch of free sounds, like, hey, look, $100 off plus a bunch of free shit. You could ask your grandmother for $100. Now, for the first time that I actually bought something off of Facebook Marketplace with this challenge, I didn't want to go crazy. I want to kind of build it up. I wanted to start light. I found a good MIDI. I'm happy with the MIDI. I'm going to build it more and more as it goes. Some of the next couple things that I want to get, I would love to get acoustic treatment. I would love to get some musical instruments, a guitar, a bass. For photo, I would love to get some new stands, some flashes, maybe some triggers. For video, lighting, maybe some new lenses, maybe some new accessories. And like I said, all of those things people complain about and tell you about how you're not gonna be able to register and all of that. Did not have that problem. That is not to say that you won't. Check, communicate with the person, talk, figure out what needs to be done. But after a long week and thinking that I was gonna have to update again and say, I failed. I didn't find anything on Facebook Marketplace. Your boy found something. I love the Native Instrument stuff. I have a ton of contact libraries. I'm pretty stoked. I can't wait to use it. I can't wait to make content with it. Next week, I hope to get something a little bit bigger so I can show you guys what it is. I can show you guys the actual process of me using it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go use my MIDI controller. If you wanna keep up with the updates for this challenge, I'm gonna update every Monday or early Tuesday morning, depending on what time. I do a lot of things, so I'm doing my best. But I'm going to continue to put my studio, my gear, my racks, everything together, just using Facebook Marketplace to show you guys how easy it is. If you wanna subscribe here so you can keep up, or if you wanna follow my socials, Joel on the Track everywhere. Like I said last week, Jane, her assistant Summer, and I flew to Vallejo, and we flew to Atlanta to interview La Russell, one of the biggest independent artists coming up right now, and Tricky Stewart, one of the best producers to ever do it. Go check those videos out. They will be linked below so you could see some of my video work, and so you can keep an eye out on some of the video gear I'll be using for those projects that I'm getting off of Facebook. Until next week, I have yet to really sleep that much since everything that I've done last week. I literally just got back from the greenhouse stream where we were also shooting a bunch of content and planning some stuff for this week. It doesn't stop. I keep going. I'm tired. I'm gonna go eat and walk these guys that have been hanging out back here. I'll catch you guys next week.